we're going to kick off tonight with a specially recorded address from Minister for Education in Northern Ireland, Michelle McIlveen, on tonight's theme of what the future of education here might look like.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to record this short message on the last evening of the BBC Northern Ireland's Digital Teach Meet conference. The conference has been a wonderful opportunity for teaching professionals to come together to reflect on the last 18 months. I would like to offer some thoughts on education during the pandemic, what has changed, what we have learned, and how it can inform education as we go forward. COVID-19 has brought truly unprecedented challenges. Never before has our education system witnessed such disruption. 2 periods of extended school closures, the cancellation of public exams, and the need to develop new ways of teaching our young people remotely. The efforts of our schools to deliver remote learning and to support our children as they return to the classroom have been truly outstanding. You know only too well the many issues you have faced. I want to use this opportunity to pay tribute to your hard work, professionalism, and commitment in these difficult times. This is surely the first important change that the pandemic has brought, a new respect across our society for the role of the teaching profession. Parents' understanding of teaching and learning has grown, and there is a new admiration for the art of teaching. Resilience, collaboration, and innovation. So what are the lessons we need to take forward? 3 things stand out for me over the last 18 months: resilience, collaboration, and innovation. Firstly, resilience, the way that teachers and students adapted to the situation with little notice and moved to a wholly different way of teaching and learning, has been a case study of resilience. Our schools rapidly embraced the possibilities that online technology offered, and our teachers quickly gained a whole new set of skills and vocabulary. Secondly, collaboration. As a profession, you have learned from each other, sharing ideas and practice as never before. Through webinars, articles, forums, and social media, you have driven the sharing of practice and experiences on everything from online learning to parental engagement. Technology provides a platform for this ongoing professional development and allows it to be driven by teachers themselves. Thirdly, innovation. The integration of IT and education has been rapidly accelerated by recent events. The pace at which you have adapted and embraced new technologies has been really impressive. It has changed teaching with new and improved ways of planning and delivering lessons, providing feedback and communication with pupils. There are therefore many positives to be taken from the recent period. Equally, however, we must reflect that COVID-19 has negatively impacted children and young people's mental health and well-being. More need support than ever before. The crisis has particularly impacted children from disadvantaged backgrounds, and right across the globe is likely to have widened existing inequalities, from access to broadband and computers to the supportive environment needed to focus on learning. Children have had very different home experiences. I want to assure you that my department recognises the need to provide funding and support services for schools as they work to identify and limit the long-term impact of the current disruption. You may have heard the idea that the Chinese word for crisis means not only danger, but also opportunity. It is a compelling thought, but it's not quite true. The word for crisis in Chinese translates more properly as threat at a point of change. This is surely even more apt. Our education system is at a juncture that forks to the future. One path runs back to where things were before COVID, to business as usual. The other leads to new ideas, questions, and discussions about the future of education in Northern Ireland. What should education after COVID be? We are together opening important discussions about what high-quality education should look like in the 21st century. These include the role of technology to support education delivery and pedagogy, the focus of learning, what are children learning, how and for what purpose, an emphasis on skills for an unpredictable world such as communication, collaboration, informed decision-making, creative problem-solving and adaptability alongside empathy and emotional intelligence. And finally, questions about the role of the educator themselves as a facilitator of development rather than a source of knowledge. The recently announced independent review of education provides a platform for these important conversations. Real change often takes place in deep crisis, and this moment holds the possibility that we won't return to the status quo. In conclusion, You have, during the past year, worked to overcome unprecedented difficulties. I look forward to working with you all on the many challenges and opportunities to come. The future of education in the months and years ahead is in our hands. We have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build on what we've discovered and shape the nature of teaching and learning so that it meets the needs of a modern society. All of us have a part to play in this process. My department is committed to listening to voices of our teachers and working together in partnership. The current crisis has tested our ability to deal with large-scale disruptions, and it's now up to us to build its legacy in an education system that meets the needs of Northern Ireland society in the 21st century. Thank you.
That was the Education Minister, Michelle McIlveen,